They call it ODC. Oh, what's that? What's that? What's that? They call it ODC. Hey, what that stand for? Tell them what that stand for. That's off the chain. It off the chain. Everything, it be off the chain. It's off the chain. What she talk about be off the chain. It's off the chain. It's off the chain. You know the name, Mizz Allure. Gonna run the game.
What up, people, and welcome to Offdachainpodcast. It's your guy, Major Key, and it is a great day to be me. Unfortunately, our beautiful co-host, Mizz Allure, is not able to join us. She has been under the weather. So those of you that pray, keep them in your prayers. Those of you that don't, start. No, but welcome back. This is the first episode of 2020, and I'm excited to be back with you guys. We had to take a hiatus, kind of get some things in order, but we're back. We're coming to you guys weekly, dropping new content. And since I'm here by myself today, it's gonna be a little different. I've actually never held one by myself on the Offdachainpodcast, and it's usually a topic of conversation. And so since I'll be conversing with myself, I'm just gonna do some reviews on some things that happened over the past couple of weeks since we've been gone. So it's gonna be jumping right into those things. All right, here we go. All right, so first thing on the chart today, we gotta talk about this coronavirus. We gotta talk about it, right? It's been all over the news, and it's like, oh well, it's coming from overseas, coming from China or Japan or somewhere over in Asia, right? I don't know. I didn't follow the full story, but what I do know is that it's been making its way to the States, and I seen the number, a total of 11 cases. I don't think it was 11 deaths, but it was 11 cases of the coronavirus in Texas. Now, Texas is big. Texas is huge, so it could be El Paso, it could be Houston, it could be Austin, it could be New Braunfels, it could be so many places in Texas. I live in Dallas now. Dallas is known to be hit with the shit. Like, Dallas is like central hub. Like, between Dallas, Houston, like, that's like central hub of like Texas. So I gotta figure out specifically, we're gonna look at it. Coronavirus, is that how you spell it? Okay. Coronavirus in Texas. Okay, so apparently the biggest story in Texas that a woman was released. She was released from quarantine, then went on to go ahead and test positive for the coronavirus. So she was already in quarantine. We already had her in check, and now, like, that's stupid. Now she has it, and that's crazy. But people have been dying from this, and somebody brought up the fact that every election year we've been hit with a virus. Every election year we've been hit with a virus. I think it was like 2004 was a Zika virus, 2008 swine flu, 2012 was so 2004 was SARS, 2008 was the avian, 2010 was swine, 2012 was MERS, 2014 the Ebola, 2016, wait, was that election year? I guess so. 2016 was the Zika, 2018 was Ebola, damn, 2020 coronavirus. That's crazy. That's wild. Like, how every 4 years, every 2 to 4 years, we got this new outbreak, and it's like, where is this coming from? Like, the world has been here for eons. Okay, I don't even know how long an eon is, but it's been here for eons. Okay, I'm sure. And it's like, why are we putting? Most of these viruses are man-made. Like, it's chemicals that we're putting out in the air, and the mutations happening from it. Because if that's the case, we had all these viruses happen all these years through the course of Earth. Like, why is there a human population? Like, come on now, the government is controlling these things. You gotta remember, before modern medicine, yes, were a lot of people getting sick and dying? Did modern medicine help a lot of people, get over the common cold? Absolutely. But there were people that lived to see 80 and 90 before that. You know what I'm saying? They live to see 100 and 200 before all that. You know, it's not until we started dibbling and dabbling into things that we weren't supposed to be dibbling and dabbling in. Now we got all these man-made diseases because we trying to figure out how to fight this other disease. And so it's gotten to the point where now I'm just like, all right, I'm done. I'm done trying to figure out what virus I need to be protected from. Well, you know, it's like, look, I believe that when it's my time, brother, sisters, it's my time. All right. But for those of you that are out there and that may be connected to somebody, or know somebody, know a friend of a friend that may be affected by this, most prayers definitely out to them. I just hate to see people, no matter your race or creed or color or where you're from, I hate to see people go through stuff like that. And from what I hear, it's not something, it's worse than having the flu. And if you ever had the flu, you know how bad that can be. Like, flu would take big grown men, 6'4", 255 pounds, they take them out. Like, the flu takes people out. You feel me? So I heard it's worse than that. So I know that's not pleasant to have to go through. So, moving on. Number 2, I got to get into the sports world. We got to talk about Zion and LeBron James, okay? Everybody has been hyping Zion Williamson up since his sophomore, junior year of high school. So we've been on this guy since forever. So past couple of months, we finally got to see him in his first game. Did pretty good. They didn't play him as much. I think they played him the first 5 minutes of every quarter. Just got to get back into rhythm. But he played grown man ball against LeBron James the first time. The second time, he went out there and outscored LeBron. Yes, by 1 point, but the boy can ball, okay? The boy's out there 19, 20, I think he's 19 right now, 19 years old, out there bodying grown veterans and saying, yo, get up. Get up with me. I'm up here. I'm ready. And so now everybody's talking about how LeBron is reaching out to Zion and showing a sign of weakness, trying to get him to help. LeBron's trying to help him on this game and give him points and tips and tricks. Like, that's what LeBron is supposed to do. LeBron is a veteran. He's 10 plus years in the game. I think he's 15th season, I think this is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even 30 yet. So that means he's been playing before I was 15. You know what I'm saying? So LeBron James has earned the title of one of the greatest players to hit the league. He's earned the title of mentor. He's earned the title of MVP. He's earned the title of championship winner. Like, he's earned that. So for him to want to try to reach out to Zion, if I was Zion, I would say thank you, appreciate it. But now people are saying that Zion don't want it just by the simple fact that Zion never reached out to LeBron. Never reached out to LeBron and said, oh, hey, give me some tips and tricks. As a matter of fact, he's been making it a point to try to stay away from LeBron. Now, at a competitive standpoint, I respect it because, you don't want to be seen as LeBron's baby brother because everybody's comparing y'all to game. Y'all play the same. Y'all both powerhouses. Y'all both put up similar numbers. And, but you're a 19-year-old. So people are saying that you're the baby to LeBron, but you don't want to be sought as that. And you want to be able to build your own legacy. I respect that. So yeah, for sure, definitely, keep your distance and play your game, young man. But when you have somebody with the years that LeBron has in the game, it's not bad to take that advice. As a comedian, if Charlie Murphy, if Richard Pryor, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, any successful Cat Williams, you want to throw him in there, any successful comedian that knows how to get the laugh, if they give you tips and tricks, listen. Like, that's just simple. Like, listen to it, and it's not even all about just the game of basketball. LeBron has been through life. You know what I'm saying? LeBron got 20 years on this kid, maybe 15 years on this kid. Like, he has years on this, so he may not just be telling about basketball. He may be telling him how to handle the media, maybe telling him how to handle groupies. He may be telling him how to handle, when you don't do so good in the game and everybody's chanting your name now, but when you miss 2 championships, that hate is coming. Like, he can teach him so much other than just, inside out and then hit him with the pump fake. He can teach him so much more than just the game of basketball. So that's why I say if LeBron is dropping gems, pick those gems up and run with them, young man. All right, so that's my take on that. All right, final and last topic. Here we go. I recently got into this show, Snowfall. So Snowfall been around. This is on its third season. I think season 4 is about to drop. But I finally got around to watching Snowfall. I watched the first 2 seasons on Hulu. They just dropped the third on Hulu, so I'm catching up on that. But Snowfall, if y'all don't watch Snowfall, let me tell you something. If you're a fan of realistic TV, not reality TV, realistic, like somebody wrote this out to make it seem like they put you in this place to make you feel like you going through South Central LA with these people. Like, it's based out in LA, obviously, and it's about basically what it sounds like. Snowfall is about coke. It's about this young kid getting in the coke game. He was first in the weed game, but he get into the coke game and he got involved with some people. And it's a dope storyline because it's not only from one angle. You got 3 or 4 different angles that you're watching the show from. So it's from the young kid that's trying to come up, make a name for himself. It's from the DEA's perspective and what they're doing, how they're contributing to it. It's from the cartel perspective and what they running from the cartels. And then it's from like all these different angles, and you get really in depth in the show. They did a very great job. RIP to John Singleton. I believe he was the executive producer. RIP to him because he created a great show. He had a hand in one of the greatest shows I feel like to ever hit TV. Because Snowfall is definitely dope. But make a long story short, it's about this young guy named Franklin. Franklin comes into the dope game, and he is young. He's hungry. He sees how fast his money can move. But in the South back, I think this was placed in the 80s. So it was a lot of weed going on. Cocaine was here and there. He ends up going to another part of California and finding out about the crack game and how to turn cocaine into crack cocaine. So he takes that, brings it back to his hood, and he's just boom, 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 boom. So now at this point, the DEA and the cartel is trying to figure out why is this product moving so fast, and how these people are how the people are like rising up the ranks the way they are. But again, dope show. If you get a chance, check it out. Highly, highly recommend it. By the 4th episode, you're gonna be not even by the 4th. By the 2nd episode, you're gonna be hooked. By the 7th episode, you're definitely going to be hooked. I, again, recommend this show 100%. I have not found any plot holes or any things that didn't add up. Like, it makes sense. They tell the story very well. They get you invested inside the characters. They bring their backstories in very well. This is a good show. Good show. Definitely, I'm not putting it on no Games of Thrones or, what other show y'all watch out there? I really don't watch a lot of TV, but this one has me definitely compelled to watch more TV. So this one was definitely dope. Another show recommended, and this is for like my people that like a little more sci-fi action. Altered Carbon on Netflix. Absolutely great. Season 1 is phenomenal. Season 2 has my guy Anthony Mackie. Shout out to Anthony Mackie. I'm gonna see if I can drop his picture right here. Shout out to Anthony Mackie. You've seen him in Black Mirror. A lot of fans of Black Mirror. You've seen him, of course, in the Marvel movies. I believe he's Black Hawk or something like that. He runs with Captain America. So great guy, great actor. He kills it in season 2. And one more show I'm gonna recommend because I haven't been watching a lot of movies. It's going to have to be Ozark. Yo. All right. So Ozark, same feel as like Snowfall, but on the white side. But it is so interesting how they put together the story. It's really dope. So if you're interested of like drama, action, little suspense, Ozark is definitely where it's at. Like it's dope show, dope premise. Yeah, really great. I don't want to give no spoilers because you gotta watch it like from beginning to end. Like you gotta watch it because it's so thoroughly thought out. Good show. So those are my 3 recommendations. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Off the Chain Podcast. Again, we're missing our lovely co-host, Mizz Allure, so follow her on her social media platforms. Alright, so if you have any questions, drop them in the comment box. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. We'll check you out next week. Let go.
They call it ODC. Ooh, They call it O-D-D-C. Hey, what that stand for? Tell them what that stand for. That's off the chain. It off the chain. Everything, it be off the chain. It's off the chain. What she talk about be off the chain. It's off the chain. It's off the chain.